Shalom. This your brother Bakar Kai, with another lesson through the spirit of power. How about you know shy? Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise. I'm for you too. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Shabbat. To honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and peace and blessings for elect that preaches truth sincerely across the board. This is another lesson through the spirit of power. How about you know shy? And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. And the name of this lesson is take care of your body, you know. And the reason why I'm doing this lesson is because, at the end of the day, being in this truth, brothers, we supposed to be growing. We're not supposed to stay at the same level with things, man. And that comes with things that are spiritual, but mental and physical as well, man. This truth is about growth. Wherever you're lacking at, where can you grow in the things you lacking? And wherever you're strong at, where can you grow at the things you're strong in, man? This is about continuous growth to the best of your ability, But and one of the things, that you know, being in this truth, one of the things this truth is going to help you with is or make you grow in is taking care of your health, having um, better health. I might call this video "Take Care of Your Health." You know, but with that, I'm gonna grab some scriptures to back up what I'm saying. First, I'm gonna grab this. This is Sirach 38, verse 4. It say, "The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them." And what is the medicine? I could prove that real quick. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. It say, "And Elohim said," or I'm gonna just read it verbatim. It say, "And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be meat for you." I mean, so like it say, um, to you it shall be for meat, right? So the Lord gave us, and when you go in that word meat, it's the Hebrew word is Strong's 402. It say akla, aklar. Hold on, let me see.
Strong's H402. Ochla. Ochla.
Akla, and it say food, eating, object of devouring, consuming. Um, right. So the Lord gave us the herbs to eat. The Lord gave us herbs for food to eat, man, since the beginning of time. So that's what the medicines of earth is. I mean, that's what the medicines out of the earth is. It's talking about the different herbs, the different plants, you know. And a lot of this stuff Jake don't be knowing about. Like, for example, I'm gonna use wild lettuce for example. That's something that grows in your front yard, and Jake don't know about it because Jake is not into herbs. Just talk about Jake in general. Not talking about brothers. Just saying, just you know, um, these so-called Israelites in general, these niggas in general. But even with brothers, you know, wild lettuce is right in your front yard that you've been looking at since you was born, you know. Because Jake is not into the medicines of the earth, but when you, the medicines out of the earth, but when you come in this truth, you know, and once you be in this truth for a certain amount of time, then you start learning about the different herbs, man, because it's in the scriptures, man. You know, the prophets are, oh, they wasn't eating this bullshit we eating now. And I'm gonna say this: all this shit is bullshit at the end of the day. Rather it's I don't care how you could be the healthiest, so-called healthiest person on the planet, you still eating bullshit, and you can still die because none of this stuff can't save you. or give you salvation, But it's best to get the best of the worst stuff, man. It's best to eat fruits and vegetables than to eat Cheetos and Doritos and fucking McDonald's or some shit, man. It's always better options of food you can eat if you can, but you should, you know, because that goes into that growth, you know, and these herbs can help you, can benefit you, and the spirit as well, because your mind, and when I keep more scriptures, I'm about to pull out. It's going back at what I'm saying, but I'm gonna just say this, your mind can be more clearer with different foods, with better foods you eat than just bullshit and supplements you take than just bullshit. You have a better, clearer mind, But I'm gonna grab this. This is Sirach 30 and 14. It say, "Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body." Right. So you better off not having no money than to have an unhealthy body and have hella money. You know, you could have a better sound mind, better sound body with yourself, you know, in your own mind if you broke, but your body is healthy versus a a man that got a hell of bread, cars, big ass mansion, but you got an unhealthy ass body. You can't enjoy life with no unhealthy. It's like, when you got like me personally, when I've been sick before, I can't fucking function right, you know, think clearly. Don't matter what the fuck is going on. You don't really want to do shit, if you got like a woman or some children, you ain't trying to really entertain them, be around them, none of that, man, because you not feeling right in your mind. So that's why I say that, man. It's a health, verse 15. Health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth, right? So you better off having a healthy, good state of body, for your own self, a strong body for your own self, than to have hella riches, hella money. You know, it's not worth having hella money if you're not, if your body is not healthy, if your mind is not healthy. You know, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Right? You're a sick individual if you can't even function in your mind, or your body can't function right because you have a disease, or you know that's miserable, man. you know that's a miserable life, and you have brothers that have constant ailments. Even Paul, he said he had a thorn in his side, but it's better to not have those things than to go through those things for your own body, for your own mind. But if that's your lot, that's your lot. But if that's not your lot, or you're not in a position like that, well, you could use that to your advantage by eating more healthier foods, by taking more supplements. You know, not don't be in the spirit. Oh, well, all this shit bullshit, so I'm gonna eat it anyway. No, that's not the spirit you want to be in. Because once some shit happen to you, then it's gonna be a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh man, I should have ate healthy. This probably could have been avoided, you know. But Jake gonna do what Jake do. This is verse 17. It say, "Death is better than a bitter life, or continual sickness." Right. It say, "Death is better than a bitter life or a continual sickness," man. You know, which is really heavy right there, man. Because shit, it say you better off dying than being constantly sick all the time. You know, because that's a bitter life right there at the end of the day, man. You know, so point of the video is everything is trash. I'm not about to rebuke a Jake for eating Doritos. Or I'm not about to rebuke a Jake, me personally, I'm not about to rebuke a Jake if he eating some fast food. But what I can do and what I am gonna say is, it's better stuff you can eat than that to get the same amount of pleasure of the food you eating and to get stronger health out of eating those things. I'm gonna present the better options. But I'm not making this video to judge somebody the way they're eating or judge anyone to about them not being healthy. But this video is more so um, giving Jake another options of how to take care of himself, you know, through the spirit. But I'm gonna grab this. This is Sharot 31 and 27. It's a wine. No, I'm gonna grab this one first. This is First Timothy 5 and where was that? Because one of the things that's healthy to take is wine. First Timothy 5:23. It say, "Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake and thy often infirmities." Right. So if you are being constantly sick, one of the things you could take is wine. Wine will clear your stomach out because a lot of sicknesses they be in your stomach, your liver, you know, um, they sit in your stomach, But wine is a tool that could um, clean your stomach and clean out infirmities that's in your stomach, you know, because wine is actually pretty healthy for you, and it's different choices of wine to get. You could get, um, obviously the shit at the gas station is more bullshit, but a nice pricey bottle of wine, 20 and up, depending on what stores you go to, it's pretty it's pretty decent for you, you know what I'm saying? But wine is something that's good for the body. But when you drink too much of it, that's when it could be dangerous to you, man. You know, because sometimes a lot of brothers might get sick because they just drinking too fucking much, man. Which could give you, but I'm gonna go into it. It's Sirach 31 and 27. Wine is as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad, right? So wine is something that could um, make you happy, you know. It's good for your stomach, clean your stomach. If it's drunken moderately, it's good for a man, like it say. Wine measurably drunk and in season bringeth gladness of the heart and cheerfulness of the mind. But wine drunk with excess maketh bitterness of the mind with brawling and quarreling, right? So if you drink too much, then you get that cloudy ass mind because you putting bullshit in your body now. You just doing too much. You know, it's not being used for the purpose it's made. It's being used to destroy you now, man.